नित्यानन्देश्वर सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि आदिशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I welcome all the Sarvanyapita Yajamans, Shri Mahants, Mahants, Tanidhar Kotari, visitors, viewers, everyone sitting with us all over the world. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I'll continue to expand on Adinam Chalo series. Today I'll expand on some more nitty-gritties of Shaktipada. Why Sadashiva created Adinams? What is the purpose? Understand the life human beings are living on the planet Earth is not a complete system. It is a evolving it is a happening, evolving mechanism. Please understand. System means defined. The life in planet Earth, even introduction about you to you, from that introduction about pain, pleasure, good, bad, fear, greed, all the fundamental principles, tattvas, you are introduced, all of them are not a complete system. They are evolving organism. Basically, few people who are dedicated for evolving the human consciousness. Few people who are doing this research and development, giving continuous conscious breakthroughs, should be left to do their job without being constantly harassed and interfered by the political and economical structures of the society. Is the purpose why Sadashiva evolved these Adinams. Liberating few people from political ideologies of Kshatriyas, economical experiments of Vaishyas. To explore consciousness and give a conscious breakthrough continuously. Listen. People come and tell me, if God is real, then why there is so much of poverty? Fool, the poverty is not God-made, it is man-made. As long as Vaishyas explore economical structures, poverty will continue to be there. Understand? It is artificial. Who is responsible for inflation? Who is responsible for various bank rates? Who is responsible for the idea of currency and money? Who is responsible for declaring somebody as rich and poor? Who is responsible for this whole structure? Understand, a bunch of Vaishyas sit and experiment with various ideas, what they feel fair or unfair is the dictating structure of the economy, of the humanity. And I tell you, as long as they explore various methodologies, as long as they are convinced poverty is required to make human beings work, do what they want, I tell you, poverty will exist. Controlling will exist as long as politicians can frighten you about your security. As long as politicians, the political structures, understand, I am uttering two words, politicians and political structures. Sometimes the politicians are innocent, but political structure takes care of exploiting. Some brilliant politicians are able to show themselves as innocent and structure as the culprit. Fools, some innocent politicians show themselves as culprit and structure as innocent. Whether politician gets blamed or the structure gets blamed, both control, cut short your freedom as long as you have insecurity about your existence and your properties. These are unavoidable structures. Understand? These are unavoidable structures for survival. But Sadashiva do not want the human conscious breakthrough to be stopped by these two groups who are exploring economical structures and who are exploring political structures. So he wanted them out of the grid where they can go on exploring new possibilities, new way of existing. That is where he comes upon a structure called Adhinam. Listen. The moment Google has happened, most of the typical so-called hereditary educational methods are redundant and irrelevant and outdated. Once television is introduced, people stopped going to cinema theaters for entertainment. Once DVD or VCD is introduced, people stopped going to cinema theaters even to see movies. Because they feel, oh, going and sitting amongst the crowd and once Tamil Rockers has happened, people have stopped going even to the first shows. Tamil Rockers made cinema theatres irrelevant to Tamil Nadu. Hats off to Tamil Rockers. I bless you guys. Let Tamil Rockers flourish. New technologies outdate old ones. New technologies make old ones irrelevant, redundant. Irrelevant, redundant. Calculator makes memorizing the tables redundant, irrelevant. It is not that before the calculator you memorizing the tables was wrong, but after the invention of the calculators, you memorizing the tables is something seriously wrong. If somebody expects you to memorize, I will not call him just stupid. I will call him only conspiring. Listen carefully. It's not that the hereditary educational systems you had was wrong before the Google. But after the Google, if you continue to do the same, it is seriously wrong. Now it should all be research based. Physics class means give the subject title, kids sit and do research in the Google, come to a clear presentation, understand there are two levels of education: memorizing and internalizing. If we liberate the kids from memorizing, all the energy will be spent on internalizing. Google has liberated human beings from memorizing. But the fellows who evolved their life by memorizing are feeling so sick and jealous about liberating the next generation from the suffering of memorizing. It is like mother-in-law cannot tolerate the comfortable, luxurious lifestyle of daughter-in-law. In our time, we were grinding on our own, fetching water by hands. Now it is all switch. What can we do? You should have born a little later. Who asked you to come earlier? This is the way life evolves. Nothing can be done. Humanity should be relieved from memorizing, because Google can keep everything in memory. You should be allowed to spend all your energy in internalizing. Internalizing is not memorizing. Every class should be a research paper, not researching. Reinvention is conspiracy to the collective human consciousness, wasting time in reinvention. People who expect you should memorize are the traitors of humanity. Understand, even after Google's happening, if you are expected to memorize the informations which are available in Google, I think the person who expects is a sadist. No need. No need. And I tell you, all best brains are best brains because of their ability of internalizing and internalizing, not because of their ability of memorizing. I tell you, I am very clear. It's not that I know all the 108 Upanishads by heart. If you ask honestly, not even 5%. But I can explore and expand and explain all the Upanishads completely from the new energy and make that into reality for your life. All the best things are delivered not because of memorizing capacity, but because of internalizing and internalizing capacity. So the whole education should channel students' energy towards internalizing and internalizing, not memorizing. Unfortunately, the whole modern education system, Macaulay has a deep root pattern against memorizing. So he wanted to make education very complicated, which he cannot do. So he introduced the system of memorizing. Understand, the Hindu system of education is about internalizing and internalizing. And I tell you, when you internalize and internalize, you will manifest extraordinary quality of memory and remembrance, but that is not trained, that is just happened. Understand? The happened capabilities are different from trained capabilities. In Vedic tradition, everything is exploring, internalizing. You know, the first verse of the greatest knowledge source of Hindu tradition, Brahma Sutras. Brahma Sutras is the source of knowledge in Hindu tradition. The first line is Atato Brahma Jignasat. Let us explore into the reality. Not let us memorize what is reality. No. Atato Brahma Jignasat. Let us explore into reality. Vedic education was always research-based. Even Shaivite monasteries never excluded Vaishnavite thought currents. Vaishnavite monasteries never excluded Shakta thought currents. Shakta monasteries never excluded Gaura Ganapatya Saura thought currents. The other day, somebody was asking me, how do you justify, Swamiji, Ramanuja's own guru, because Ramanuja had a different thought current, started hating him. I said, fool, don't you see the whole story is cooked up? Even the other thought current would have started happening in Ramanuja because his guru provided that Vatavarana, ambience. Otherwise, how in a Gurukul, the another thought current could have even started growing in Ramanuja? See, by that time Ramanuja came out of Gurukul, he was master of his Siddhanta. Means Gurukul had the ambience to study other than the Advaitic thought current, literatures, ability to discuss, and support system, the whole thing. It is not that in those days, like modern day schools, sometime you spend in school and sometime you spend in the home. So you have a freedom to develop another one thought current other than what is taught in the school. No. You wash master's clothes, you cook for him, you press his feet, you sit with him and learn. Literally, he is there and you are there with each other all the 24 hours. Even when they go to the restroom, because they go into the forest, you need to be standing, carrying a vessel with water. Then how did Ramanuja develop another thought current? That Vatavarana, understand? Our monasteries, our gurukuls, our educational institutions add Vatavarana, ambience for multiple thought currents to be studied, analyzed, internalized, and internalized. We are people with taste. Understand? Hindus are people with a taste. Yesterday I had opportunity to study some of the documents related to Tiruvarur Adinam. I was having an opportunity to study some of the ancient documents where Rajaraja was planning to build a new capital. Actually, till Rajarajan's period, Tiruvarur was the capital. So those days that Sannidhanam, Rajaguru, was in a discussion and he observes something and notes how the planning for the new capital was evolving. Just 3-4 points I wanted to bring it to all your notice because it will give you an understanding of keeping the conscious growth of the humanity out of political and economical interferences. Rajaraja and his inner space was too busy about expanding the boundaries. His wives were really brilliant and keeping the economical structure of Rajaraja had 12 wives and the official queen he married from Kanchipuram. Those days it was called Pallava zone. So from Pallava zone he married. So under the queen, all his wives were taking charge and maintaining the economical structure. And the Rajaguru, Sannidhanam, he was taking care of the constant new exploration of consciousness, and both economical structure or the political structure never interfered with these conscious explorations. Understand? Enough resources was provided to Sannidhanam with the request of evolve the best new humanity. Understand? Tanjore temple is not architectural wonder. It is conscious breakthrough happened to the humanity at that time. Because Tanjore temple is 43 times larger than any of the temple existed at that time. If you are thinking twice larger than anything exists around you, it's called growth. If you are doing something 43 times anything larger than around you, it is breakthrough. Growth is different. Breakthrough is different. Understand, Google is a breakthrough in the field of education. After the Google's happening, you don't need to memorize. You only need to know where to research, how to compile, how to come to the conclusion. Internalizing and intra-analyzing. That is why I am saying the Hindu brain is going to be ruling the future, because the Hindu concepts and ideologies by the very instinct needs only internalizing, intra-analyzing, not memorizing. The basic Hindu concepts, reincarnation, karma theory, all that can never be understood by memorizing. Ask anybody, but everyone knows by internalizing. All Hindus know about reincarnation, karma, God, world, Jiva, Ishvara, Jagat, everything. Not by memorizing. Nobody will be able to give you quotation. But by internalizing and internalizing. Religion matters for your life. Understand? If you are from a religion where you need to memorize concept of God, concept of life, concept of right, concept of wrong, concept of good, concept of bad, concept of sin, concept of merit, you are memory-based education person. Future is not for you. Get out. Or be a clerk. Be a worker. Hindu tradition is exploration, internalizing, intra-analyzing based tradition. No Hindu will be able to give you quotation on what is karma, what is reincarnation, what is God. But if you ask him, he will give an elaborate understanding. Sometimes it will continue for hours and even days. Because the whole Vatavarana, ambience is internalizing and intra-analyzing based, not memorizing based. I tell you, future of education is that. Google made memorization irrelevant and redundant. Unclutching made all the techniques of earlier for state of Sadashiva irrelevant and redundant. Understand, by the technique unclutching happening, everything existed before. The methods and techniques to reach the state of Sadashiva is irrelevant and redundant. If you are if you were practicing any kriya, any mantra, any japa, any technique to achieve the state of Sadashiva, before the unclutching is happening, it is not wrong. But not after 1978. After the methodology of unclutching has happened, the technique of unclutching has happened, if you are still continuing with some old techniques, methods, japa, something for achieving the state of Sadashiva, something is seriously wrong with you. Then you're sitting and memorizing the table. Oh, rendu, nalu, moorendaru, nalrendettu. Unfortunately, in your real life, you are not going to calculate just 2 plus 2. You may be calculating 2000 into 2. And you may not have memorized the table till 2000. And even if you have memorized, by the time you start from 1, this memorizing problem is in between, somebody breaks it, you can't start. You have to start from the beginning again. By the time you were singing, a trend padanaru, somebody has disturbed you, over. You cannot start from 9. If you have been broken, intervened in 8, it's not that you are going to start from 9. You have to start from again 1. After calculator has happened, Google has happened, if you are still sitting and doing this, you are a fool. After unclutching has happened, if you are still sitting and doing some other technique to achieve Sadashivatva, the state of Sadashiva, you are stupid. Understand? I am not saying the earlier methods were wrong. I am only saying after the new has happened, earlier methods are irrelevant, redundant. After the technique and technology of unclutching has happened to planet Earth, all other techniques to reach the state of Sadashiva is irrelevant and redundant. After the science of completion with others and science of responsibility and enriching has happened, all the technique to reach the space of Sadashiva is redundant and irrelevant. After the science of oneness has happened, all the techniques and methods to manifest powers of Sadashiva is redundant. Understand, this is the way humanity is growing. This is the way human consciousness is growing. It has made me socially untouchable and gave me the space where I was able to just sit and explore without the political and economical systems interfering. Extreme glory or extreme abuse gives you the safe space where you will not be interfered. Where the political and economical structure will not interfere in your conscious research and development. With unclutching, all techniques to achieve the state of Sadashiva, all other techniques are redundant and irrelevant. With completion with others and responsibility and enriching methodology, all other techniques to reach the space of Sadashiva is redundant. With the science of oneness happening to planet Earth, to humanity, all other methods and techniques for manifesting powers are irrelevant and redundant. I am not saying other technologies are wrong. I am only saying now they are all irrelevant. I am not saying other systems are wrong. I am only saying now they are all irrelevant. I'll continue to expand. Why Adhinam? What is the purpose of Sadashiva making Adhinam happen? In Adhinam Chalo series, in further satsangs. Now it is time we get ready for today's program, Paradox of Freedom. I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam. Sada Shivoham, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.